seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
Here we go. Here we go. 70 ending. 3 buzz.
On 1st and 10, Bridgewater. The attempt on the dive, and he has it. What a catch. 11 yards and a Panther first down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Here's Bridgewater. And he's got the hook up to Moore. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 39 yards the distance covered on the catch and run. All right, Charles, let me put you in the head of one of those defenders out there. You have a big play like that go against you so early. What, does that shake your confidence?
It shouldn't, but it often does, because your thought process all during the week is how you're going to get after that offense and make your plays. And when they make one against you, it makes you a little bit hesitant.
Time to regroup. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. Keith Kirkwood, his second touchdown on the season. And the Panthers take it right down and score on the opening drive. Extra point try good by Gano. And it's now a 7-0 game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. Block now on 1st down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Ed Oliver, credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20.
Rush in.
No gain on the play, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high power, you got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
14 yards is the pickup there, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
Well, partner, when you ask anyone other than your QB to throw the ball, you must have a lot of confidence, or you think you're really going to fake them out, and it looks like they did exactly that.
Yeah, going deep in the playbook and a great grab on the other end. The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game, but this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football, because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance. If they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing, that puts them in that position.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. He'll have a 1st down and more past the 20. And they will finally get him down to the 27-yard line. Give him 18. It's a Carolina 1st down. Play action now. Bridgewater. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. He's picked off at his own 46. And a super return as he gets us all the way down inside the 25-yard line.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
25, check 25, check 25. Pull it high. Shoot.
They'll run for the first time with Philip Lindsay. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. That one going for a gain of 11 and a Bronco first down.
60 Pittsburgh. 61, match box, right. Switch. Now.
On first down, Locke. Got a man open, it's Sutton. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the first down completion.
But that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
They'll run. It's Lindsay. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. He can muster only a yard there, and they'll be left with a third and very short.
X3, 218, chop. Twist. Go. Look at me. Go, 5.
They'll try and run for it with Lindsay. And he will take it in for a Bronco touchdown. Philip Lindsay, his third touchdown now on the year, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. McManus's point after is good, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. A tale of two extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive, followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythical?
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. They said there was a lot of discussion in their defensive team meeting room after last week's performance. They had 7 sacks. Something in the water. There's one in the first quarter.
A lot of discussion, a lot of excitement, because now everyone wants to get involved with this. Who's going to continue that process? Who's going to get to the quarterback this week? But they have to be careful. When you have that much pressure, they want to use it against you. Draws, screens, those types of plays.
We'll see if they do that. A nickel set defensively for the Broncos here on third down.
52's the mic, boys. 52. It's just me.
On play action, it's Bridgewater. Pressure from his right, and he goes down hard, flat on his back. Von Miller in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. Pilardi now on to punt as he sends this one away. Fielded just inside the 30. A very nice job on the run back there. He'll get 23 yards all told. And it'll be a short field for the Broncos as they take over first and 10. On first and 10, it's Lindsay. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And it'll be 2nd and 12. 7-7, our score after 1.
Let's go. 8-3. Mike. Hey, wahoo! Get it.
From midfield, here's Locke. He'll let this go for the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Akello Witherspoon. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape, he's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. Now 2nd and 7 from the 23. Off the play fake, Bridgewater. He gets this into the hands of Kirkwood. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. 3rd down turns to first with that 5-yard pickup. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
Out of the gun, Bridgewater. That'll be caught by his tight end, Ian Thomas. Give him 15 there, and the Panthers have a 1st down.
The beauty of route running is it doesn't matter what position, everyone's doing the same thing. In this case, tight end, selling the vertical route. Get the defensive back on his heels, break off for the corner, and with good timing, you get a completion as we just saw there.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. 3rd and long now after the sack, and we'll see if Bridgewater has a response.
Brings up 3rd down.
52. It's our time.
From the gun, Bridgewater. Looking left side, and it's complete. An incredible play there. They do get big yardage, but they're still stopped a yard or 2 short, and it's 4th down. Too long for a field goal, too short to punt. That in-between range, and they'll go for it on 4th down. Here we go with McCaffrey. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. Just a gain of 3, but they'll certainly take it as they convert on 4th down. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. From the shotgun, it's Bridgewater. Gets this to his running back. It's Christian McCaffrey. It'll be a 2-yard gain, and that'll make this a 2nd down. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on 1st down. On the ground, McCaffrey. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. The Panthers have the first. It's a gain of 12.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Bridgewater now looking to throw on 1st. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
In so many ways, throwing the hitch route is actually one of the safer things an offense can do. Get the ball out to the receiver as fast as possible, hope he's got man-to-man coverage, and hope that his athleticism wins on the perimeter.
Now a throw left sideline here is complete. And he is out of bounds, looks like right at the 15. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. Keith Kirkwood, his 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Panthers have taken the lead. No, he missed the PAT. No good on the extra point, so a letdown there. And this will stay a 6-point ball game. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. Fielded about a yard deep. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line.
At their own 29-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field ready to start their next drive. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards.
Kill, kill, kill. Kill, kill.
80 weapons on the team. There. Ready.
Faking the give to Lindsey. Here's Locke. He's going to look deep down the field. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 20. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. Still more than a minute to go, so there is time if they want to mount something. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The corner blitz works to perfection for A.J. Boye. They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon. Throwing right, and that's complete. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. This is McCaffrey. And he's going to have a first down, but not sure it'll matter as the clock will continue to run. Give him 8 yards on the play, and they pick up the first. Throwing, Bridgewater. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. He couldn't get the hook up there that time with Thomas, but it'll be 2nd down. They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. Here's Bridgewater. And that will be incomplete with a clock showing 18 seconds now to go.
It's easy to see when we review this that the ball needs to come out quicker, because if you don't throw it right on the break, you bring a crowd of people into the equation.
And that's why it got knocked away there. He's going to wind up and air it out. And is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Simmons. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. The Broncos onto the field ready to start their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Eluding the pressure right. He'll let this go. And got his man. Complete. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. This officially a 55-yard attempt. And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. So we've hit halftime. Just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. Fielded about a yard deep. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
Here we
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half two, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up.
Set up. 10 Lobo.
53. Come off the ball. Shit.
Protein spill. Shoot.
On second down, a run with Lindsey. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
On first down, right back to Lindsey. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Wide. Get wide.
From the 45 on second down. Lock. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And all the way home for a Broncos score. A big play there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Broncos have retaken the lead. Extra point from McManus is good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. Play fake. Bridgewater. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. On 3rd down, Bridgewater. And Thomas has it. Give him 15 there, and the Panthers have a first down.
Obviously, this has not been a banner game throwing the football. So what you got to do, you got to kind of down focus, don't you think? Find the tight end, take some easier completions.
Okay, interception last drive. There he hits the reliable target. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
We ain't giving up nothing today.
And again, it's Bridgewater. He's going to look deep for more. And that's caught inside the 30. It's a gain of 35. Hey, you need a big play? Go to your big play guy.
Listen, that's football 101. When you have to have it, you expect that guy to step up. A lot of people call these receivers divas. Sometimes just leadership when they get in the huddle and say, get me the ball. I'm about to make a big play.
Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
brings up 2nd and 8.
Bridgewater again. They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. Nothing on the screen that time. Now it's 3rd down. So nothing there on the screen that time.
That means all that great acting they tried on offense went for naught, didn't it? Because you have to try and influence them. Make them think that you're doing something else. Make them think that they can get to the passer by letting them by and then setting up the screen and getting down.
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Justin Simmons. And he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
They'll start on the ground with Lindsey. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. A loss of 2 there, 2nd down. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
On 2nd and 12, Locke. He's going to rifle one deep left side, and this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Flag comes in. This might be a free play. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off near the 42. Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call, mark off the 5, and keep it moving.
Throwing his Lock on 3rd down. Open man is Gordon, complete. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. 21 yards there on 3rd down. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but they make them out of bounds. That does you no good.
On 2nd down now, it's Lindsey. And he'll get across midfield and into Carolina territory. 9 yards on the pickup there as they'll be left with 3rd and 1. Lock to throw on 3rd and 1. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off at the 35. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line. Philip Lindsay, the intended target.
Watch the ship, watch the ship. Check 50, check 50. Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out.
Following the interception, here's Bridgewater. And he's got it. Touchdown, Panthers. In for the score. And the Panthers are once again going to retake the lead. Gano the extra point, and that gives them a 3-point lead.
Makes the score Panthers 20, Broncos 17.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
At their own 22-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, what's interesting is, what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do. Lock going to throw. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down. 4 receivers to keep tabs on here. 3 of them to the right side on 2nd and 5. Here's Lock to throw. He's going to fire this thing deep right side. He's got a man. Complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10.
He's checking. Crash. Check 4.
Throwing on 1st down is Lock. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Brian Burns able to record his 5th sack of the season. And we're back now in Charlotte. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here.
Check 52. 22 jet bomber. 22 jet bomber.
To throw it is Lock. That's complete. It's Gordon. Give him 2 yards on that play. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. Charles, this one not over, certainly, but you set the magic number earlier in this game at 20 points. Said that they would need to hold them right around that marker under it. What are you seeing here?
Well, that number is still in play because we said, okay, 20 or under gives them a chance to win. Right on pace for being in that range. And guess what? They've got a shot.
The kick by McManus is good. And in the 4th quarter, this game is tied. So with less than a minute gone by here in this 4th quarter, the field goal there gets this thing back to even.
And it's setting up for a fantastic finish, isn't it, partner? It's been a well-played game, a hard-hitting game. The fans are into it. The announcers are into it. This is going to be a great 4th quarter.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you score points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
I know at times people think we use it too often, but you've got to be able to throw guys open. And when you read zone, you've got to stick it in there before your receiver gets to the next guy in the zone. Otherwise, you bring him into the play.
And that's precisely what allowed that defense to disrupt the pass. On 2nd down, McCaffrey. Up past the 25 to the 26, a gain of 5.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the 1st down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Broncos are going to get the football back in great field position. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. On 1st down, Lindsey. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
Hey, we are.
General West.
Slam.
Get.
Now on 2nd and 13. Locke letting one go deep for the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by a Keller Witherspoon. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So how about that for a momentum switch?
We're in the fourth quarter, and it's a tie game. You've got to take care of the football here. Now their opportunity to take the lead right out the window, and everything is flipped in the other direction.
Slipped one tackle, but no more as he's knocked to the deck behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line. Von Miller in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
3rd and long for Bridgewater. And the throw there going to be incomplete. The defense did their job. 4th quarter, big stand.
No doubt about it, because the offense has been yelling at him from the sideline. Just do us a favor. Get us the ball back. Give us one more chance to take it downfield. The defense just did them a solid, it appears.
And when they get the ball back, they can kind of play free tie game. They're not behind. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Rock it.
Now a carry for Lindsey. And he's got room. And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. And all the way home for a Broncos score. Phillip Lindsey with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And they are able to break the tie and move out in front here in this 4th quarter. McManus's point after is good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully clip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Oh, did he hang on to it? He did on the dive. Nice grab. Give him 50. Team there, and the Panthers have a first down.
That's good for Panthers. First down.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10.
52's the mic right here over there, right? 52's the mic.
Bridgewater now. He gets this into the hands of Kirkwood. He's got daylight. 20, 10, 5. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. Keith Kirkwood, 64 yards. As they can now even this game here in the 4th quarter with an extra point. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Ready up.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
Go.
On 2nd and 11 now. Locke. He He's got it, the tight end, Jeff Hireman. Whistles now in a timeout defensively. So a wise move as they'll use the first of their timeouts to force one more play before the 2-minute warning. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big third down.
Hey, Alpha.
Line 36. Hey. Watch 36. 36.
Hey, high 7.
We taking wins home. Line 36.
Now Locke. He'll let this go deep for Sutton. Less than 2 minutes to play. Down to the wire we go in a 1-point game. So it's Bronco football as we get your reset here. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
Greystone, Travis. Smooth.
Line 36. We got to get the ball, D. Get the ball right here. Let's go. Watch 36. 36 to Mike.
Locked to throw for it on fourth. That's to his running back, complete. And unable to break away. They stop him a few yards shy. The Broncos unable to convert here on fourth. And the Panthers are going to get it back in excellent field position. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. Now a run with McCaffrey. Now that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
I'm going to run you over. Check.
And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down.
Check 52 to Mike. Danny.
McCaffrey. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up a fourth down. Now the Broncos will use their third and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And his kick is absolutely perfect. And they have taken the lead here in the final 2 minutes. Big kick right there to give them the lead in the fourth, but there is still time left for a final drive.
Did they score too soon? Post-game will tell us, right? Depending on what happens on this drive, that's how we'll analyze it. If the other team scores, they scored too soon. If they somehow hold on, they manage the clock exactly right.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They're only in need of a field goal, a decent amount of time on the clock. So tell me if I'm wrong. You don't have to be too panicked here.
No, not at all. I agree with you. And this is where your preparation and your confidence comes into play. They've worked on these situations.
A crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked by Tarvarius Moore. And they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory. On first down, this is McCaffrey. And he's going to be met at about the 43. The big man, Jarrell Casey, in on the stop. Have to imagine this will be on the ground as well as they come up 2nd and 7. Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. They had 3 yards on first down, just 1 yard there. I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. Doesn't matter whether you've watched high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy, try to get that extra running play in, and it can backfire on them.
And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
6 guys,
They'll run for it. McCaffrey. And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35. So this one is over. A victory for Carolina. And they were really helped by their defense, forcing 3 turnovers.
I think what we saw in this one, today's defense. And what I mean by that is in the old days, pitching shutouts was big time. That was paramount. But the big thing was holding people down, holding down their yardage, right? Don't let them throw the ball through